Hi guys, how you doing? It's Andy here from Andy G Online with another video for you. This video is going to be the start of a series. It's basically going to be some tuition walking you through the steps you need to create your own website online, right from choosing a domain name, what hosting to go with, and how to fill your website with content and get it ranked. Without further ado, let's get right into it, guys, with part one of how to create a website. Okay, there's several things you need with regard to creating a website online. You can see the list on the screen here of the primary things that you do need. You need a domain name. Anybody that knows websites and internet, you know it's the address that you put in to get the website that you want. You can get free domain names and you can get paid ones. If you can afford it, I'd go with a paid domain name, one you get off a web hosting provider. You know, a .com address, a .net address, or a .org address are the ones that rank a little bit better than the others. You can have two kinds of domain name. You can have a self-branded domain name and a keyword-specific one. Self-branded is something like mine, andygonline.com, where you want to build up a relationship with your clients or your audience, the people that you're trying to give stuff to. The other kind of domain name you have is keyword specific. That's where you look for a keyword that somebody searches for regularly online, for example golf balls, and then you try and get a domain name matching up with that, for example golfballs.com. I have put another video on my YouTube channel, which you should be able to find with ease, which walks you through the process. The next thing you need is web hosting. Now, web hosting is the place that you will get on the internet where your website is stored, so people can access it and review the information that you have. There's two very important factors with web hosting. It's got to be fast and secure, and it's got to be reliable, so it's plenty of uptime, no crashes or any other problems like that. The more fast and reliable it is, you know, the better chances you will have of getting ranked highly in the search engines like Google. Very important, you need training how to do it. A lot of people jump into trying to get started online, not quite sure what they're doing, and what can happen quite a lot of times is you can get scammed. People intercept you, say that, you know, I can teach you how to make a bag of money online. You pay them a sum and they don't give you an awful lot. So you really need training and help from other people, and you need relevant courses to work through, which will teach you all the skills that you need to make a website online. Now, that's the basic building blocks really, and the most important one of all, and I couldn't stress this enough, is good content. Now, the content on your website has to be thorough, it has to be relevant, and it has to match up with what the person's looking for. When it does that, you've got half a chance of doing well on Google and getting your pages and your websites into prime positions where people can see them. Now, what we're going to do today is go through the process of choosing a domain name for ourselves, and also the process of pointing that domain name at where our web hosting is going to be. So we will cut away now, we'll come right back, and we'll start working through that together. See you in a moment, guys. Right, here we are back again, guys, going through the training. We're going to go and have a look at choosing a domain name in just a second, But I just wanted to show you this website. This is andygonline.com, which I've constructed and put together, and it's a work in progress. There'll always be stuff added to it all of the time, and I've put this together using the techniques that I will show you. So it just gives you a basic idea of the kind of thing that you'll end up with menus and other bits and pieces as well. So I hope you get the idea. Without further ado, let's go and have a look at choosing a domain name. Right, to choose a domain name, you need to go and have a look at a hosting provider, somebody that sells domain names. There are loads and loads and loads out there online that say they can do this for you for, varying prices. There's two that I see pop up time and time again. The first one is GoDaddy.com. They sell domain names and they also do various hosting packages as well. GoDaddy are okay. The problem is that when you buy any of their products, you do get an awful lot of after sales rubbish online, and your inbox does get a little bit cluttered, so that does kind of put me off them a little bit. The one I prefer to use is a company called Namecheap.com. Namecheap, exactly as the name suggests, you can get a .com domain for about $10, so it's quite cheap for you. Now, when you go to Namecheap, I'll actually put a link to it on the bottom of this video, so you can go straight there and choose your domain name. You get presented with this screen, and it's basically got a find your new domain name box in the middle of it. So if we click on there, now I'm going with a self-branded domain name in this example, because it's actually a website that I'm going to do for somebody that I know, and it will lean towards, branded to them. The niche it's in is the makeup niche, particularly eye mascara and that sort of thing. So it's very, very girly. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to do a search. I've already discussed the domain name with the person last night. Now, the company that she's working for is a company called Unique. She's working as a unique independent presenter, and they have certain rules on what they can put in their domain names. It's just basically got to be unique something. So we decided on Be Unique by Dawn, but again, as I said earlier, you can be keyword specific as well at this point. If I hit the search button, and we'll let that tick over just for a second, it doesn't usually take that long, and we scroll down, and this will give us a list of all of the Be Unique by Dawn domain names that are available. Now, if you can, buy the .com domain every time, because those tend to rank the best. So I'm going to just go straight for that, and you can see that's £6.98 a year. That's about $10. So we'll do add to cart, and you can see on the right hand side we've got a 1-year registration, an ICANN fee, and it amounts to about £7.10. So if we go view cart, okay, so we double check here, domain registration, Be Unique by Dawn.com, ICANN fee, and you get a free Whois guard. Now, Whois, it's a service online where people can get your details. If they want to look up the owner of a domain, they can get your details. I recommend purchasing the guard because it hides your details from a web search, so it gives you a little bit more privacy. One little tip when you buy something through Namecheap is the promo code. if we have a quick look at Google and we go Namecheap promo code. Okay, and at the top of the list we've got coupons. We go in here and there you go, discounted registration on domain names. So if we put in that coupon code, we just copy that, and if we go back to Namecheap and pop that in there, it brings the cost down to £6.42. So I'm happy with all that now, so we just do confirm order. Okay, so log into your account or create an account. Now I already have an account, so I'm just going to log into that now. Okay, we used your previously entered settings to configure your domains and select a payment method. If that's okay with you, simply continue reviewing your order to change something. You probably won't see that if this is the first domain you've bought. I actually own a couple with Namecheap, so it's just giving me that information. Again, you get a summary there. I'm going to pay with PayPal, so we just say check out with PayPal. Okay, that brings us to PayPal. Again, I log in. Okay, pay with PayPal, and it just gives me the conversion rate from pounds to dollars and everything. We just say continue. Let it do its thing. And then it goes back to Namecheap. Thank you for your purchase, it says. So that's the domain purchase, beuniquebydawn.com. And you might have heard a clunk in the background. That's me receiving an email which will have a copy of the receipt on it from the purchase. So that's it. The next stage of the process is linking that domain up to some web hosting so we can actually start building our website. Now I'm going to cover that in part 2 of the series and show you my top recommendation for where to host your websites and how to point the domain at it. So I hope that covers everything in this lesson that you need to know. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate. Leave a comment below this video, anything you're stuck with or anything you want to know, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.